Hello, welcome to another edition of Chris Speaks. I'm your host, Chris Thompson. Okay, over the weekend, I forgot I can't remember the name of the music festival, but it's a music festival in England, and they had already cut away from a group called Kneecap, which is an Irish group, rap group, and then because they said free Palestine, which is so horrible, and then um, idiots. Anyways, but they cut to this other group called Bob Vylan, and the lead singer guy is Bobby Vylan. They're both Bobby Vylan, but one spelled Y and one spelled IE, and then they were like free Palestine, and he's like, but you heard this one, and he's like, death to the IDF, and people were cheering it on, and like people, the thing is that the politicians and the news media, they're freaking out, and it's like, this is the thing. Okay, first of all, he's chanting death to a military of a country in the Middle East. So, but they're saying, oh, he's anti-Semitic. Well, yeah, that's if you conflate Israel and their genocidal army with Jews everywhere, which that in itself is anti-Semitic. But this is the thing. This is the thing. It's okay. It's okay for people to go on the news, or even politicians in freaking Congress, to go say how they can want to kill every Palestinian, and nobody bats a fucking eyebrow. And some rock star guy, some guy in a freaking rap rock, punk rock type group that says death to the IDF, and they freak the fuck out. And it's like, this is what really freaking makes me laugh, is that by the media doing such a freak out, and them bringing it up every fucking where, they're helping him, because his group, they're helping the group Bob Vylan become super famous. They're going to be super famous because this is the thing. Negative publicity is the best publicity. It's the best because it gets people in the news. And the whole thing is I wouldn't have gone as far as saying what he said, but I respect that he said it, and I respect what he's saying, and the fact that I think he did it to get publicity, but not for himself, but publicity to get people to start talking about Gaza again, because they haven't stopped bombing Gaza daily. People are dying, children are murdered constantly, and you're worried about some guy saying death to the IDF? Well, why is he saying that? Why is he saying that? Let's take a look at that. Okay, IDF, you mean the same IDF where they murder children and then go on social media and mock the kids they killed? That IDF? Those motherfuckers. Those motherfuckers. No, I wouldn't have gone as far to say that to IDF, because like that just makes you a target of all I don't know what they have, what the lobby is there, but in the United States it's APAC, and APAC is one of the strongest lobbies for anything. All the politicians, most of the politicians, not every politician is bought by APAC, but most of them are. And then Donald Trump's dumbass goes as far as to his administration goes as far as to revoke their these guys, it's two of them, their not passport, their visas over this. The country, the United States, our country that's supposed to be all about freedom of speech, revoked his visa. Are they gonna revoke Netanyahu's visa? Are they gonna fucking are they gonna, sorry about all the F-bombs, but are they going to revoke the visa of Benjamin Genocide Netanyahu, who came to and spoke to Congress? And and I'd add, an pretty much empty Congress, except a few like right wingers that were loyal to him. It was okay for him to go there and tell them how they need their help to kill all the Palestinians, and how they wanted us to join them in a war against Iran. This guy is a fucking criminal. He's a wanted criminal. He has broken international law. There's places he can't go because he will be arrested. But that's okay. He can have a visa. A musician says death to the IDF, and now you're going to revoke his visa. And let's take this into context. This is the thing. You can't, even if he hadn't said that, if he had just said, this is the problem. This is the problem. You can't say something as simple as Israel should not be murdering Palestinians. You say that, and they scream at you and call you an anti Semite because you don't think, how dare you say that Israel can't murder kids? Really? Really? This is where we're at when you're more appalled at somebody saying death to the IDF, who's a musician. We know musicians kind of can kind of be crazy and do their thing and not care what people think. But you're more concerned about him than all the fucking the numbers aren't accurate yet. It's got to be. It's definitely into the 100,000s if you take in the fact of all the people that have starved to death because they're not letting aid in there, of all the people that have died because of their wounds, because of no medical care, because they've blown up every hospital. You're more concerned about the rock star saying death to the IDF than what the IDF is actually doing. And it's good. I'm glad he did what he did, and I respect his freedom of speech. I think he went a little too far, but and this is what they're more concerned about. In the UK, they're more concerned of the fact that he didn't just chanted it; he chanted it, and the audience chanted back. This is what they're afraid of. They're afraid that he's going to get pulled, that people are going to listen to him, and people are going to stand up, and they're not going to go kill IDF people, mainly because they fucking get their asses handed to them. I mean, they're a military. They're good at their job. They're good at murdering people. What people are going to do, what they're afraid to do, what's going to happen is that the people are going to go out there and they're going to do what Americans do, but and they're going to fucking protest, and they're going to say, we're not going to take our politicians supporting this evil ass terrorist organization, because that's what the Israel Defense Force is, or Israel Occupation Force, as most people call them. They are a genocidal army. They are murderers, and that's what they do. And to try to conflate the IDF with every Jewish person, because the people in Israel are all conscripted. Well, all the Jews in the world don't live in Israel, and all the Jews in the world aren't supportive of Israel. I mean, there's probably about half, if not more, of the Jewish people, at least in the United States, that are against it. Remember the pro-Palestinian protest that everyone claimed that Hamas was behind? No, you know who was behind, especially at the campuses. You know who hosted the pro-Palestinian rally? Jewish Voice for Peace. So to try to act as if all Jews are for Israel and are for this genocide, they're not. I mean, American Jews spoke out and said they were against the war. I mean, the majority of Hasidic Jews are against what's going on in Palestine. And so this is what we're worried about. We're going to have a media freak out. We're going to have a government freak out. We're going to freak out about a guy saying death to the IDF, but we're okay with all the fucking dead babies, with all the people who are being murdered, all the innocent people who are being murdered because basically they're in Israel's way and they want the land. So, okay, be angry and be freaking out and going into hysterics because a black guy said death to the IDF, but be okay with all the dead babies, all the fucking images of people getting blown up for no reason. You tell me that. You tell me why it is so much more horrible that a black guy said words that you don't agree with than the fact that a bunch of European colonists in the Middle East are murdering people for their land. If that's what you freak out about, and you're not worried about the stuff that actually matters, about the people actually being killed, I mean, I was on top of this for a while. I actually was thinking of writing a book about it. So I tried to keep a timeline on what was going on and watching the news, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't. This is why I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't see any more pictures of dead babies, dead kids, dead toddlers. I couldn't fucking deal with it. Like, you want to fucking bitch about some guy fucking saying death to some military that murders people, but not worried about the fucking murderers that kill these children? Like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get your fucking shit straight, you dumb motherfuckers. You're gonna take away someone's visa for saying death to the IDF, but you're not gonna take visas away from people that say it's okay to murder children and that they want the US to help them with it. Fuck that shit. Fucking idiots. That's all I have to say about this. This has been another episode of Chris Speaks, and hang in there, guys. And to you, if I piss you off, well, go fuck yourselves. Really, really, go fuck yourselves. Because if you're okay with the murder of children, then I don't even want to know you exist. Just go leave me alone. Like, you can explain away, you can fucking white explain away how it's okay for white ass Israelis who came from Europe to fucking murder people for their land. But I'm done with it. I don't want no arguments. I don't want no fucking debates. There is no debate. Murder is worse than words. Murder, slaughter, genocide is way worse than a couple of words from a black rapper from England. Like, get your fucking shit straight. Like, seriously. Seriously. We're gonna take away a dude's visa because he said something while we are okay with fucking genocidal ass or Israelis telling them how they love to murder people. Fuck you. That's how I think. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. If you're okay with genocide, but freaking out over a black dude saying something. All right. See you guys around.